Hello everybody and welcome back. In this episode of Unraveling Autism, we'll be looking at how pets can help your child with autism. Is it helpful for people with autism to have pets? Obviously, I can't speak for every person diagnosed with autism, but from personal experience, from what I've read and seen in all forms of media, pets definitely provide emotional and social support to people with autism. And pets can even improve the quality of life of people living with autism. Are there any conditions? Firstly, your child should not have allergies to hair or fur, and your child should not dislike the type of pet you are choosing. Your child should also not fear the type of pet that you are choosing. Of course, there are ways to desensitize a child and to reduce the fear of an animal over time, but this should be done before acquiring a pet. Why should we consider having a pet? Life can be hectic, and having a child with a disability creates greater responsibilities and time constraints. The added responsibility of a pet, feeding it, cleaning up after it, spending time with it, may seem like an unnecessary burden. But for autistic children, there are many advantages to having a pet. Children with autism are usually socially isolated, and they lag behind in their awareness and understanding of others. Having a pet will tend to bring a child out of his isolation into the world, where he learns to act and respond in important ways. He relates to an other, in this case an animal. He involves a pet in his daily routine and life. He cares for or helps to care for his pet. This relationship with a pet is not a human-to-human relationship, but it is a relationship, and from it, your child will learn many things. Having a pet helps your child to build empathy and connection. A relationship with an animal is a non-verbal relationship. There is communication, but it is not based on language. This is a great advantage for children who are non-verbal or who have limited speech. It is a relationship that they can enjoy independently, as it is not affected by any speech impairment or speech delay. Pets provide companionship and friendship. They also provide unconditional love and loyalty. They are accepting and non-judgmental, and this kind of love and acceptance is important for autistic children who face many challenges and barriers when they relate to people in their communities. Many autistic children do have anxiety. Pets can help to reduce stress and anxiety, can help an autistic child to feel safe and calm, and can also help them to calm down when they are feeling anxious. It has been found that the companionship of an animal can even help to alleviate depression. Parents of children with disabilities do experience more stress than the average family not facing unusual challenges, and the presence of a loved pet does help to reduce stress within the family. Some studies have shown that the vast majority of children with autism that were part of the relevant study did bond successfully with a pet. In social media, especially YouTube, you can find many inspiring examples of relationships between autistic children and their pets. In the UK, there is the heartwarming case of Iris Grace and her cat Tula. Tula is a wonderful companion to Iris Grace and spends most of her time with her, especially when Iris is painting. This remarkable bond has helped to change Iris's life. You can also check out the remarkable story of Adam Chandley and his dog Grant. Here are some possibilities for the species of animal that you could choose for your child: dogs, cats, guinea pigs, ponies, and birds. However, it does depend on the preference of your child, and what is chosen depends on their likes, their dislikes, and also their sensitivities. What we've talked about thus far are the benefits of having a pet. What I'll also look at briefly is assistance dogs and how they can help your child. However, I don't have personal experience of having an assistance dog. An assistance dog is a dog that has been trained by professionals to assist a person with a specific disability. The training process is long and demanding, and it can be expensive to acquire a trained dog. An assistance dog can help with a wide variety of activities, such as walking, crossing the street, removing a child from a stressful situation, providing deep pressure comfort and support, and even by its presence to build connections with other people. Please contact relevant service providers in your area should you be interested in this option. I'd like to share some of my personal experiences of having pets. We have had dogs since my daughter was a toddler. She also loves cats, but unfortunately we could not have them due to allergies in our family. My daughter loves dogs and she developed a strong relationship with our German Shepherds, which were our first dogs. As a kid, she would go to them first thing in the morning, she would spend time with them throughout the day, and she would greet and talk to them. She is usually calm and happy around her animals, and they also help her to feel calm if she is anxious. She will pet or hug them, and the mutual exchange of cuddles and affection has a calming effect on her. After our German Shepherds passed on, we adopted 2 more dogs from a rescue shelter in our area. By this time, my daughter was already a teen. Dogs are true friends to her, and she spends time with them in the house and the garden. She talks to them, she has conversations with them and conversations about them, about their behavior, their responses, their feelings, their facial expressions, even what motivates them. In many ways, it is as if pets are people to her, and in some cases, even more than people to her, because of the level of love and total acceptance that they share with her. She has mourned the loss of pets, but is still able to adjust to having and caring for a new one. Whenever she goes on holiday or even to the houses of friends and family, she looks forward to finding and meeting new animal friends. She once told me that she would always have a pet and could never live without one. Here are some pics of my daughter. In the first one, she is relaxing at home with our dog Shadow when we had just brought him home from the shelter. In the other, she is making friends with a cat that we ran into while on holiday. Remember that the safety of your child is important. So when you have a pet, it is important to teach your child how to touch it, how to pet it, how to play with it, and also how to care for it. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you would like more useful and practical information on how to navigate the world of autism. Our next video will be about the important issue of toilet training.